I'm gonna give you 7 games to help hold you over until the Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster comes out. Triangle Strategy. If you want something that feels like a spiritual successor to Tactics, this is it. The combat is that classic grid-based strategy system where positioning and elevation can completely change a battle. Plus, your decisions influence which characters join your party. So in the end, no 2 playthroughs are exactly the same. Up next is Tactics Ogre Reborn. This is the game that basically paved the way for Final Fantasy Tactics. With the same director, Tactics Ogre Reborn is a deep, story-rich strategy game full of political backstabbing and war. If there's one game that you play before Tactics, make it this one. You're going to see the influence of Tactics Ogre Reborn all over Final Fantasy Tactics. Up next is Fire Emblem Three Houses. It blends tactical grid combat with a social sim element where you can teach, recruit, and bond with your students in between battles. If you ever wanted Fire Emblem to be more like Persona, this is the game. Every decision you make on and off the battlefield changes the story, and the combat difficulty can be customized so both newcomers and veterans can enjoy it. And kind of an oddball here is Into the Breach. Into the Breach is a small-scale turn-based strategy game where you can control mechs fighting alien kaiju on tiny maps. Every move matters because battles are only a handful of turns long, and you can see enemy attacks before they happen. So it's all about planning the perfect counter. It's challenging, it's addicting, and every run feels like a brain teaser. Up next is the entire Banner Saga trilogy. If you like your tactics games with that heavy dose of narrative and choice, the Banner Saga trilogy is worth every second. It's a hand-painted, Viking-inspired tactical RPG where your choices not only affect battles, but also who survives the journey. The turn-based combat is tight, but the art, music, and emotional storytelling are what make it unforgettable. Up next is the Disgaea series. Disgaea is definitely for those who want pure, over-the-top tactical combat. Massive damage numbers, wild map gimmicks, insane combos. It's goofy, but beneath the humor is a really deep combat system. If you're looking for a game that's tone is more fun than it is serious, Disgaea is definitely your go-to. And lastly are the Front Mission remakes. If you like mechs and you want something that's more grounded than Disgaea is, Front Mission remakes are definitely worth your time. They're slower-paced tactical RPGs focused on customizing giant mechs. The Front Mission First remake is already out, and Front Mission 2 remake is on the way, so you've got plenty of time to dig into this game before the Tactics Remaster comes out. What games on this list have you already played? What games are you planning on checking out?